16. Samson went to Gaza, and there he saw a prostitute, and he went into her. The Gazites were told,
"Samson has come here."
And they surrounded the place and set an ambush for him all night at the gate of the city. They kept quiet all night, saying,
"Let us wait till the light of the morning, then we will kill him."
But Samson lay till midnight, and at midnight he arose and took hold of the doors of the gate of the city, and the 2 posts, and pulled them up, bar and all, and put them on his shoulders, and carried them to the top of the hill that is in front of Hebron. After this, he loved a woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. And the lords of the Philistines came up to her and said to her,
"Seduce him, and see where his great strength lies, and by what means we may overpower him, that we may bind him to humble him. And we will each give you 1,100 pieces of silver."
So Delilah said to Samson,
"Please, tell me where your great strength lies, and how you might be bound that one could subdue you."
Samson said to her,
"If they bind me with 7 fresh bowstrings that have not been dried, then I shall become weak and be like any other man."
Then the lords of the Philistines brought up to her 7 fresh bowstrings that had not been dried, and she bound him with them. Now she had men lying in ambush in an inner chamber, and she said to him,
"The Philistines are upon you, Samson."
But he snapped the bowstrings as a thread of flax snaps when it touches the fire. So the secret of his strength was not known. Then Delilah said to Samson,
"Behold, you have mocked me and told me lies. Please, tell me how you might be bound."
And he said to her,
"If they bind me with new ropes that have not been used, then I shall become weak and be like any other man."
So Delilah took new ropes and bound him with them, and said to him,
"The Philistines are upon you, Samson."
And the men lying in ambush were in an inner chamber. But he snapped the ropes off his arms like a thread. Then Delilah said to Samson,
"Until now you have mocked me and told me lies. Tell me how you might be bound."
And he said to her,
"If you weave the 7 locks of my head with the web, and fasten it tight with the pin, then I shall become weak and be like any other man."
So while he slept, Delilah took the 7 locks of his head and wove them into the web. And she made them tight with the pin, and said to him,
"The Philistines are upon you, Samson."
But he awoke from his sleep, and pulled away the pin, the loom, and the web. And she said to him,
"How can you say I love you when your heart is not with me? You have mocked me these 3 times, and you have not told me where your great strength lies."
And when she pressed him hard with her words day after day, and urged him, his soul was vexed to death. And he told her all his heart, and said to her,
"A razor has never come upon my head, for I have been a Nazirite to God from my mother's womb. If my head is shaved, then my strength will leave me, and I shall become weak and be like any other man."
When Delilah saw that he had told her all his heart, she sent and called the lords of the Philistines, saying,
"Come up again, for he has told me all his heart."
Then the lords of the Philistines came up to her, and brought the money in their hands. She made him sleep on her knees, and she called a man and had him shave off the 7 locks of his head. Then she began to torment him, and his strength left him. And she said,
"The Philistines are upon you, Samson."
And he awoke from his sleep, and said,
"I will go out as at other times, and shake myself free."
But he did not know that the Lord had left him. And the Philistines seized him, and gouged out his eyes, and brought him down to Gaza, and bound him with bronze shackles. And he ground at the mill in the prison. But the hair of his head began to grow again, after it had been shaved. Now the lords of the Philistines gathered to offer a great sacrifice to Dagon their god and to rejoice. And they said,
Our God has given Samson, our enemy, into our hands.
And when the people saw him, they praised their God, for they said,
Our God has given our enemy into our hand, the ravager of our country who has killed many of us.
And when their hearts were merry, they said,
Call Samson, that he may entertain us.
So they called Samson out of the prison, and he entertained them. They made him stand between the pillars. And Samson said to the young man who held him by the hand,
Let me feel the pillars on which the house rests, that I may lean against them.
Now the house was full of men and women. All the lords of the Philistines were there, and on the roof there were about 3,000 men and women, who looked on while Samson entertained. Then Samson called to the Lord and said,
O Lord God, please remember me, and please strengthen me only this once. O God, that I may be avenged on the Philistines for my 2 eyes.
And Samson grasped the 2 middle pillars on which the house rested, and he leaned his weight against them, his right hand on the one and his left hand on the other. And Samson said,
Let me die with the Philistines.
Then he bowed with all his strength, and the house fell upon the lords and upon all the people who were in it. So the dead whom he killed at his death were more than those whom he had killed during his life. Then his brothers and all his family came down and took him and brought him up and buried him between Zorah and Eshtaol in the tomb of Manoah his father. He had judged Israel 20 years.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pam and this is the Mrs. Champion channel. And I hope you enjoyed that scripture today about Delilah. Wasn't she a mess, y'all? She nagged that man until he finally gave in and told her what she wanted. And unfortunately it was to his detriment. But you know, I feel like in the end he was slightly redeemed because of the ability that God gave him to have the strength to destroy those people who destroyed him. So it was just quite interesting what, you know, sometimes you have to watch who you hook up with in life because they can really, really mess your whole entire life up. So, all right, guys, let's get into our word search from Budgeting with Kim. She's my binder bestie, or one of my binder besties. And this was also, she created this with her mom Joyce, or Mama Joy. So we're going to try to find Delilah. Okay, I see it. She's backwards. And boy, was she backwards. So we're going to go ahead and cross that off. That's really dark. And we'll get Delilah right here. And then I think we've been doing 5 per week. So let's see if I can find a few more. Here's Esther. We talked about Esther in the past. She became queen after Vashti, which is, oop, I thought I found Vashti, but that is not her. I didn't look ahead, so it might be a little bit hard for me to find some of these, but I do see Rebecca. That's her right here. Here's Eve. And we all know that's the first woman in the Bible. And we know what she did. She was also another one that was disobedient, to say the least. You know, she didn't believe what God said was going to be true, and it was, and messed up their whole entire life. I don't know. Is there kind of like a is this kind of like a cycle that goes on in the Bible? These women just acting a fool. Rahab, right there. Rahab was a blessing. She was a blessing to those who came into the land of milk and honey. When Joshua and Caleb had to spy out the land, she helped them. So that's actually 5. Eve, Delilah, Esther, Rahab, and Rebecca. So that'll take care of our women for this week. Next week we will finish up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in our word search. Okay, so let's go ahead and get $5. We're going to put it in to our envelope for our word search. This binder was given to me from my other binder bestie, Sheila. I love this binder. It's very pretty. And it matches a lot of our A5 binders that we had ordered. That's why we're called binder besties. So, all right. So let's go ahead and put this in our word search. And let's see how much we have saved so far. We have $15 saved so far. So that's awesome. We'll save the final $6 next week for $21. And let's go ahead and get into our scratch and save. Now, my scratch and save is janky, y'all. I talk about this every week. This scratch and save does not come out like this. I did this to this challenge. So this is what happens when you really should probably be working out of an A5 binder. So this is from Anna Banana Budget. I had to cut it down, so I ended up cutting her name off. And it says, God is good all the time, and he sure is. So we're going to go ahead and start to scratch our 2. Let's go ahead and take care of this one right here. That's 6. And let's go here for 5. So we're putting 11 in here this week. That's awesome, because between our word search and our scratch and save, that was under $20. Okay, so let's go ahead and get 11. I wanted to finish scratching this off. I'm so anal about the scratchers. I like for it to all be gone. But the black scratch off stickers, they are not nice. I don't like them. I will never get them again. They just get really sticky and they stick to everything. So we're adding 10 to this today. So let's go ahead and see how much we have in our scratch and save. This is a $45 savings challenge. And so far we have 10, 20, 5, 27, 28, and 29. So about $16 more to go. All right, I'm just gonna stick that in the back for now. That's probably where I should be keeping it anyway. And let's go ahead and get our challenges out. I think we're finishing quite a few today because we got a lot of them started last week. We have our typical $60 that we save with. So we're gonna go ahead and lay these out. And I'm using a different mat today, so the layout might look a little bit different. We're gonna turn them this way. I have way more room to work with. And I actually ordered a new Word of God Wednesday mat. So the one with the Bible and the paint splotches on it will probably be going away soon. Okay, we're all spread out. We have our 60 and 1s. So let's go ahead and get our dice tray out. Let's turn it this way. We'll put that right there. And we're gonna roll 2 D6 dice that are numbers 1 through 3. The pink is going to be the first one to represent the first challenge we're going to put money down on. The purple will be the second challenge. So if you can see that, that's a 1 and a 3. Making sure you guys can see that, 2 and 3. So how's your week going so far? I am pre-recording because it's just easier for my week, especially with me going back to work this week. Then I don't have to worry about coming home and getting my recording done and taking the girls wherever they need to go. Last Friday, I never did get my, and there was really no excuse. That was all my fault. I never did get my football savings video up. So, you know, I was off and there was no reason for me not to have uploaded that video. We did go to the football game, but still, I was home all day. There was no reason for me not to have gotten that video up. 3 and 2. All right, number 3 is getting 1, and then 4 is getting 3. So we're getting down to our final rolls. 2 and 3. 3 and 2, and let's go one more time. We have $3 left. So we're getting a 1 and a 2, and I think we're starting here next week. So let's go ahead and grab our clip. Where was it? Oh, right here. And we'll slide it into this envelope. Let me get my extra tray. And we'll start piling these up on the side and seeing how much we saved in each challenge. My baby girl is sitting right next to me. Baby, you want to say hello to everyone?
Hi.
She's so sweet. My little pumpkin. Growing up on me, y'all. All right, so challenge number 1. Who is in here? I legit forget. This is from the Hopeful Budgeter. Looks like a 2024 challenge. It's saving us $2 a piece. This is Walk in Faith, Save with Purpose Savings Challenge. Proverbs 31:30. Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. So today, this challenge received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's put this one to the side. And let's go ahead and, what did I do with my marker? I put it back for some reason. We'll color in 5 of these angel wings. And I think we'll be just short of finishing this challenge. So we will finish this next week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So how much does this save? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, so I don't have to keep counting that every week. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That's right. Going into that first challenge. All right, challenge number 2. This is not where we're starting next week, so I'll take that clip off. This comes to us from Budgeting with Lysandra. These were some tiny challenges that we were saving with. We already finished that one. So we are doing, it looks like we're doing $1 per icon. So today it received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Definitely didn't need that much, so we only needed 6. Yep, and we'll set that to the side. Let's go ahead and mark off these final 6. And this is a $12 savings challenge. Let me see if I have any. I think I'm out of 10. So let's go ahead and put this back for 5. Perfect. And that finishes up that challenge. And let me see if I have one ready to go behind it. Yes, we do. This one comes to us from Black Canyon Custom Creations. This is Restoration by Autumn's challenge. It saves us 12. God designed me, created me, blesses me, heals me, defends me, forgives me, and loves me. So we're going to go ahead and get this one started. It looks like we are doing $1 per square. So let's go ahead and put in $4 to get this started. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4 out of that $12 savings challenge. And I'll make sure to have another one ready to go behind it because I don't know how long that one's going to stick around. Okay, number 3 this is our calendar, our October savings from the Humble Budgeter. And it says, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy, and the evil way, in the fourth mouth do I hate. Proverbs 8:13. And we only needed 3, but today I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I figured we would be finishing quite a few today. This is a $15 savings challenge. And we do have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't have much as far as money that I can switch out. So once I'm out, it'll just be all ones that'll be completing these challenges. All right, next. Okay, November I don't want to start quite yet, so we're going to do this in the meantime. This is from my friend Budgeting with Kim. This is her Faith Savings Challenge, and we are going to go ahead and put $4 into this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's go ahead and get this started with $4, and we will see how much it gets next week. Perfect. I love these, so beautiful. She sent me those in Happy Mail. I do not think they are available on her Ko-Fi, at least not right now. They might be on her Etsy though, if you guys want to go ahead and check that. And once again, the channel is Budgeting with Kim. All right, this one is one of my challenges, free on my Ko-Fi. It says, cast all of your anxiety onto him because he cares for you. It only needed $4 to finish. It's a $15 savings challenge, and today it received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's go ahead and get the 4 that we needed. And we will make sure that we put some money into the, my mat keeps getting caught on my arm. Let me move it up just a tad. We'll cross off our final 4. Alrighty. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's see if we have at least one more. Okay, yeah, this is our last 5. And then let's see, I think I have another challenge of mine behind it. Something that I just made really quickly, King of Kings. Let's go ahead and put 4 into this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5. Because we have $5 in leftover left. So we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alrighty, $5 going into that one. That's a $12 savings challenge. No, that's $16 savings challenge. I don't know how to count. All right, let's see what number 5 brings. Probably be finishing this one too. This is from Cash and Color Budget. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. Proverbs 16:3. And we only need, oh, these are $2 a piece, so maybe we aren't finishing this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go ahead and put an extra 3 in here. I don't know if we're going to be finishing number 6. Yeah, I don't know if we're finishing that one. So let's put $12 worth of icons in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's grab that other purple for 6. 6 times 2 is 12. So that's what we should have in here. That's what I'm guessing. Let's make sure. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, I think I might have overdid it. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. How in the world did I do that? I definitely overcolored, but that's okay. We have the money to finish it. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And then we'll put this extra $1 in here for 18. And we'll finish this off next week. It's a $20 savings challenge that actually worked out. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. That worked out fine. I just put all the overage into there. Okay. And our last challenge comes to us from PR Money Roll or MH Finland on Etsy. When you just know that the time is near when you're being gathered. So this is saving us $1 per icon, and today it received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It only needed 9. Let me grab a marker. And that's going to finish up that challenge for 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Perfect. Okay, and let's find another challenge to put this extra $1 into. Oh, you know what? Let's put it in a new 6. This is the new number 6. Yeah, there's a 1 on here. This is a teeny tiny savings from the Almost Organized Owl. This is a challenge that comes to us from Anita. She has a wonderful channel here on YouTube. Please go check her out. And we'll put $1 into there. Perfect. This is going to save us $24. So this will be around for a little bit. And that was going to take care of our Word of God savings today. We finished 1, 2, 3, and 4 challenges today, which is awesome. So we'll just keep working on those ones that are in rotation now. And before you know it, it'll be November and we'll be starting on something new. So I think with our word search also, we're going to split these 6 into the next 2 weeks because I think there is another 2 weeks worth of Wednesdays. So I want this to last throughout October. So we'll do 3 next week and then 3 the following week, and then we'll finish that one up as well. All right, guys, I love you so much. God loves you very, very much. Please always, always, always know that. Believe that. I wouldn't lie to you about something like that, but he loves you very much. You can go to him in all times and all things. But I will see you tomorrow in our more of our Tiny Fall savings. And then Friday, I promise I'll get my football video up this week. All right, guys, I love you so much. I'll see you later. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.